Since I had a couple of minutes, I figured I would do a quick update on the 240. It's up and running. So a lot of things that still need to be finished, a bunch of small things. Been shifting my focus to some of the other builds that I got going on, even though I've dedicated all my personal time to getting my car going. Some of my other builds that I have, I'm going to donate some of my personal time because I'd really like to get them going and out of the shop. I'm going to change up some things on the intake. Probably end up shooting for more power than I'll actually be able to use, but that's kind of how we do things anyway. So I guess without further notice, I'll turn the camera around and we'll see what I've gotten so far. So here we are. We've since the last time I updated it, I think I've probably done a lot. Still going with the turbo. Just gonna change up the way some things are ran. To be honest with you, I kind of got a little impatient and decided to get it running before I got the turbo on. So one of the things that's really funny to mention is my air intake temperature sensor has been sitting right here, but it's not because I'm lazy. Well, I guess it kind of is. I actually have an air intake temperature sensor in there. It failed and I didn't feel like taking the intake back off yet. So still need to clean up some wiring and all of that. We do have the front end of it on there. I was gonna run the intercooler, but I decided I'm going to change that up. That's one of my big things I'm gonna change. So I'm gonna be selling my LS3 intake with my fuel rails, keeping my injectors and throttle body, obviously. Like I said, a bunch of wiring that I need to clean up. I got most of it done in there, but I need to clean it up, shorten some of the wires. I also need to redo the oil filter relocator because it's leaking oil. Not a whole lot, still enough that I can drive it. Some cosmetic things. Future plans is I need to put a cage in it. I would actually even like to mount a parachute, just because I want to be as safe as possible. And we got the brakes in there, CTSV brakes. Z32 manifold, master cylinder. I think I may end up having to put some vacuum brakes on there. If anyone knows a little bit more about this, let me know, because it does seem like the brakes aren't there like they should be, even though I've bled them a million times. And I'm curious about, I have a couple ideas, but maybe someone knows something I don't know. And it's always easier for someone to just give you the answer than to have to fumble through and find out yourself. But without further ado, should I say, let you see that it does, in fact, actually, let me put the sensor back on there. I took the sensor off. Oh, that's another thing. So I took the sensor off because I am taking the intake off and selling it. I'm pretty sure some people might be able to figure it out, but I got something planned that's going to help me make a whole lot more power. So let me switch the sensor back on there just so it can pick up air temperature, and then we'll start it. Oh, another thing that's oddly enough pretty interesting about this is, let me clean off mine. There we go. Another thing that is interesting about this is the double pass radiator is actually one that was used for the RB in the S24 and the S14, so it really lends itself well to the setup that I have going on. I didn't change that. So I hope everyone enjoys looking at the work as much as I enjoy doing it. There's obviously a lot of things left over that need to be finished, aesthetic wise and just mechanically needs to be done. Still needs to be dialed in, even though it'll run and drive. I also need to make a different brace for the radiator, kind of create a little bit of a beauty panel and fix that. So hopefully within the next month or so I'll actually have more updates for the vehicle. If there's anything else you would like to see, let me know. Might make more videos, might not, depends on how many people are watching.